In this video, we're going to be learning how to set up game passes, all about stalls and card skins in Please Buy Me. This video is part of a complete series on the game. In the last video, we talked about the basics of how Please Buy Me works and what fame and fame coins are in the game. So if you haven't already checked that video out, I would go there first. Alright, so we're going to start off with a game pass creation tutorial. And I'm going to show you how to do this on mobile after, but it's very similar to how you do this on desktop. So what you want to do is you want to go to the Roblox website, roblox.com, and then you want to go to this Create tab over here. So you click on that, and then it'll take you to your experiences. So everybody starts off with one experience by default. I've got a bunch here because I've been messing around in Studio, but you just click on your default place. And when you click on that, on the left-hand side, you'll see something that says Associated Items. You click on that, and then over here on this panel, you go to Passes. And inside Passes, you'll see there are, well, you won't see anything because you won't have any passes set up, but you'll see a Create Pass button. You click that, and it will take you to this page. Now, they used to have it so that you had to upload your own image, but now they've changed it so that you can actually use their default image. So if you want to create one with a default image, then you just use what they have. Otherwise, you can press change here and you can add in whatever image you want. So I'm just going to use the default image, and I'm just going to call this test image. And then you can put a description, but you don't have to. And then when you're done, you just click on create pass, and it'll take you back to your passes page. And then you'll see the thing is over here and it'll say off sale. So then what you want to do is you want to click on it, and then you want to go to sales on the left-hand side, and then you want to turn on item for sale. And then you just put in the number of Robux that you want to sell for. So in my case, I'll just put in 44, for example. And you'll see that you'll get 70% back if you sell this item. Now, if you're playing a donation game, you're actually going to get 60% because Roblox takes this 70%, but then the developers actually get 10%. So keep that in mind when you're making your passes. So then you just click on Save Changes here, and it will say the pass is updated successfully, and then you can just go back to associated items and you will see it in your passes section. It might take a minute for it to update sometimes, but there it is right there. And then in the game, you should be able to see this pass available. So you can make a whole bunch of them. I would recommend starting at 6 and just going up. Like you can see, I have a ton. And it's also a good idea to make several of the same game pass, especially if you're going to be using, like for example, a 35 Robux game pass. If you're going to be using that for a lot of your prices, then you're going to want to make a few of those because a lot of people want to buy multiple cards from you, and if they can't buy multiple cards because they already own the game pass, they're going to have to go and delete the game pass and then come back in the game and then rebuy your thing, and that's going to just be a whole big mess. So if you have some backup ones in case someone wants to buy multiple, then that's always good to do. Okay, so on mobile, it's very similar. So you want to open up the Roblox app on your phone, and then in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see 3 dots. You want to tap those 3 dots, and then you'll see a menu that pops up. You look for Create and tap on that, and it will open the Create menu. Once the Create menu opens up, you'll see at the top it says Creator, and you'll see 3 lines, which is called a hamburger menu. You tap on that, and it will open up this side panel. Then you want to tap on Dashboard. And when you tap on Dashboard, you'll see the same thing you saw on the desktop site. And you want to find your place if you have more than one. And you want to tap on your default place. And once you do that, it will open up this screen here. And then what you want to do is you want to tap the hamburger menu again that shows up. And then you want to scroll down and look for associated items. You tap on associated items, and then you'll see passes. Tap on passes, and then it's the same exact thing. You just tap on create, and you give it a name. And this one we'll call mobile, and press done, and then we create the pass, and then you'll see it's right there. You tap on it again, then you can tap on the hamburger menu again and then tap sales, and then you can put it for sale and you can put a price. So in this case, I'll just put 2. I'll save the changes and done. Then you just go back to your dashboard or associated items, and you'll see it right there. Okay, now that we know all about how to set up our game passes, the next thing I want to talk about are stalls. So stalls are, I would say, the third most important thing that determines your success in Please Buy Me. Number 2 is your card skin, which we'll talk about next. Number 1 is a combination of what you do in-game, your avatar, and your prices, and we'll talk about all of those things in the next video. So your stall is the thing that holds your Robux making assets, which are your cards, of course. So it's important that your stall speaks for you when you're not there, whether you're AFK or wandering around or looking at other people's cards. So first and foremost, your stall description should draw people's attention. Don't just put stuff like IDK, like I don't know, or buy my cards or cheap cards here. These aren't likely going to get people to stop at your stand, especially if you have low fame to begin with. So you should make sure you put in attention grabbing details. If you have a YouTube channel or something similar, start with that. But remember that anyone can really call themselves a YouTuber, so you need to expand upon that. If you have a lot of subs, then put that down. If you have helpful videos on Please Buy Me, then put that down. If you're streaming and buying people's cards, put that down. Anything that gets somebody to stop and take a look will help you. If you don't have a YouTube channel, maybe you have rare cards for sale. People are always looking for good deals on rare cards, so if you have them, then say it. If your cards are getting a lot of fame quickly, you can mention that. Or if your cards are selling out and you don't have many left at this price, tell people so that there's an urgency to buy before prices start going up. If all else fails, just be funny or unique. Like, I don't know, if you have a zombie avatar, for example, say that you won't eat their brains if they buy a card. Or if you have a squirrel avatar, then say you'd be nuts to not buy these cards. I don't know, maybe those aren't very good, but you get the idea. So next up is the stall skin. Make sure to save up your fame coins to get anything outside of the starter stall. There's nothing wrong with the starter stall, but it's just, it's a starter stall. Some of the more expensive stalls will take longer to get, like the food truck or the warlord stalls at the time of this video, but they're definitely worth it. There are cheaper ones like the block booth or fame punk that I would recommend starting with until you can afford the more expensive ones. Like for example, I use fame punk right now. Alright, let's talk about card skins now. Card skins are probably the most important part of your stall because not only do they make your stall stand out from far away, especially the ones that are lit up, but they also draw people to your card at other people's stands after they've bought your card. Remember that your card continues to work for you even after you've sold it. When other people sell your card, your fame goes up. So investing in a good card skin will not only help you sell your card, but it will also help other people sell your card for higher. Because the last thing you want is people to just hang on to your card and not sell them, because then you're not getting any fame out of it. In the next video, we're going to be talking about strategies for selling your cards and what you should and shouldn't do. If you want to see more videos like this, drop a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.